Testing. Can you hear me okay? About to get started with our fourth match, I believe. This one is women's doubles. To my right is Team Selkirk. Tonja-major serving Kaitlyn Christian. My left, Team Tattletale, Christine-mcgrath, irina-tereschenko.
Some of the world's finest pickleball players are in Phoenix Springs, Florida today.
0-0-2.
For the inaugural Pickleball-Global Challenge Cup. Players like Tyson McGovern, Morgan Evans, Irina-Tereschenko, and Kyle Yates will be on the court today. Exciting action coming up right here on pickleball.global. Hello again, everyone. I'm Drew Wathy, and working alongside me for this exciting Challenge Cup will be a former great tennis player and the winner of the 1977 Wimbledon women's doubles, JoAnne Russell. JoAnne, thanks so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Well, we got a great women's doubles match coming up right now. Christine-mcgrath and irina-tereschenko going up against Kaitlyn Christian and Tonja-major. Now, you played a little bit out here yesterday. I know you play a lot outdoors. How about the transition playing on an indoor pickleball court?
I love this indoor court because it's the same as what you would play on outdoors. Most pickleball is played on wood or whatever they have on the indoor gym, and I don't like it either, but I love this surface.
Now, coming from just a long and storied career in the world of tennis, so much success on the court, what made you get into the world of pickleball now?
Well, number one, my club had a couple of members that wanted to learn how to play this game, and they said, go out there and learn how to play. And then once I started learning how to play and met the people, I liked it. And I'm like a lot of the people I teach. I have a bad shoulder, and so I really can't serve in tennis. I do everything else pretty well, but not serve. And pickleball just fit. It was a great fit for me.
Tereschenko and McGrath have jumped out to a quick 4-0 lead here. Tereschenko, formerly of Moscow, lives in Seattle, Washington now, and a former All-American at Texas Tech, close to your school in Trinity.
And you know what? I tell everybody it is not that hard to go from tennis to pickleball or back. I do it every day. I teach tennis, I teach pickleball. It's the same. There's a lot of strategy. There's a lot of volleying, and that was my game when I was playing on the tour, and I loved that. A lot of quick exchanges.
Could you take someone, though, who is very comfortable on the baseline in tennis and make them a good, solid, effective pickleball player? Because so much play is up near the kitchen area.
You can do anything. If they want to do it, they'll come. Because you'll realize once you get hooked on the game that you're only going to go so far if you stay in the backcourt.
1-4-2.
Kaitlyn Christian, who knocked off Tereschenko in women's singles earlier today, paired with Tonja-major, who teamed with Morgan Evans and won the mixed doubles match earlier. They trail at 1-4. Inside the baseline, and Major almost puts that away.
Ooh.
That's the great thing, too, about pickleball. A lot of these overheads, they can't put them away because the ball is not hit at such a ferocious speed as it does in tennis.
No, and the ball bounces lower.
2-4-2.
Watch Irina Tereschenko. Look at that backhand. That's exactly like tennis. So, I use the slice a lot, and a lot of the tennis players who are transitioning to pickleball, they are really good players because they already have a slice. Or a two-handed backhand, like Christine-mcgrath. So you don't really change anything. You take what you do best and just adapt it to pickleball.
Now, I know you were around back in 1968 when Billie Jean played Bobby Riggs, the Houston Astros, the Battle of the Sexes. The gal across the net on the other side, Kaitlyn Christian, was the body double for Emma Stone, who played Billie Jean King in that movie Battle of the Sexes. Did you see that movie?
I have not seen the movie, but I do know Billie Jean.
Sure you do. I know you do. And she also played Carrie Melville in the movie as well. Kaitlyn Christian. Outstanding player, just 26 years old, and she's going to be the face of this sport pretty soon. She did a great job in beating Tereschenko earlier tonight.
Well, you know what? Billy would be really happy that somebody that fit was playing her. as the body double because when she was younger, I'm telling you, she worked out, she trained hard, and she was an incredible player. So hey, she'd be proud.
Similar to the pro players on the pickleball circuit, similar to how the WTA started a traveling road show. You guys are just picking up and going to the next stop and playing, and you get to know each other fairly well, don't you?
Yes. I love the strategy in pickleball. Like everybody think it's a banger game. No, okay, yes, you can have matches that you're banging, but I'm telling you, if you don't know how to dink or get soft, take the pace off the hard one, you're not going to win.
I know you played earlier, yesterday actually, you played with Tyson McGuffin. That guy is a real bulldog, isn't he? He's something else.
Oh my God, I had so much fun. Ty is the best.
A lot of patience in this game.
Yes.
Point.
Christine-McGrath tried to go around. I mean, she was really splitting it there
Yeah.
because there's the umpire, the microphone stand. She was just trying to sneak it around the edge of the net.
3-7-2.
Just like tennis, you can go around the net.
McGrath Major down 7-3 early on in this match. And McGrath with a nice put away. You know, I want to talk a little bit while I have you. You know, that 1977 Wimbledon, we had a great story off camera, and when we didn't hit on air about how you came upon your partner. And I'd love you to go through that again, and I'll keep an eye on the action out here.
Well, I did not have a partner because, and when I met my partner, her name's Helen Gourlay. I'd never even really seen her or talked to her, and I was waiting along with Chris Everett and Rosie Casals for her to come out to the court because we weren't even in the same locker room. So they kept asking, oh, when's Helen coming out? And I said, oh, she'll be here any minute. And I was thinking, I wonder if I'll recognize her. And eventually she just walked out, and she's this tiny thing. And that was it. Good partnership.
Second server.
Well, in the second round, you faced Chris Everett and Rosie Casals.
9-3-2.
Then in the finals, Martina Navratilova, who many consider until Serena came along, the greatest women's tennis player of all time.
Side out.
And she had a big hitting Dutch gal, Betty Stova, and you took care of all of them en route to winning the title.
I know.
3-9-1.
You know what? When you just hit it off with a partner, and it can go the same way in pickleball. You find somebody that you just, they seem to know where you want to go. Like in the final, we were on center court, and the queen was there.
3-9-2.
I looked at her, and I was serving first, and I said, you know what, I'm so nervous, I don't think I can volley. I don't think I can make a first volley. And I said, you have to poach on everything. And she did. She said, sure, fine. No problem, we won that game.
Now, did you take that success and go on to the U.S. Open with her, or what happened with your pairing?
Well, Helen was married, and, I can't forget what we did at the Open. I think we got to the quarters. But we were defending champions. She said, oh, do you want to play with me? And I was like, yes, yes. I said, you're my partner. And she said, well, I know you don't realize it, but I'm pregnant, and I'll be 6 months pregnant by the time I get there. And I go, well, what a point. Oh!
Tremendous action. You are watching live pickleball action on the Pickleball-Global Challenge Cup here in beautiful Bonita Springs, Florida. Drew Wathy along with legendary tennis player and now a great pickleball player in her own right, JoAnne Russell.
9-5-1.
Tereschenko and McGrath up 9-5 here in the first game.
Oh.
Down the middle, beautiful. Splits the defense on that.
You have time now?
So she's pregnant, so...
Yes, she was pregnant, and I said, well, are you going to be out of shape or something? And she said, no. And she did not even look like she was 6 months pregnant. She was so fit. And we actually made it to the quarterfinals. I was so proud.
That's great.
I was like, whoa. I said, that is just amazing. And that was it. We played like a year.
Oh, wow.
And it was fun. It was fun.
You know, the great Bobby Jones golfer, the amateur golfer, once looked at Jack Nicklaus's and said, you know, the game you play, I'm not familiar with at all. JoAnne, you look at today's tennis players, Serena, Victoria Azarenka, Simona Halep. Their game is so powerful. How has that game grown in power so much since the days you guys were playing?
Well, you know what? Equipment has grown. Just like Bobby Jones, he wasn't using the same clubs Jack Nicklaus was, and Jack Nicklaus is using different clubs now that he's older. So, hey, it's the same thing. The strings are better, the rackets are more powerful. And then the training is different. That's the big thing. I think more people are so fit. They have trainers, they have masseuses. They realize this is their livelihood. I mean, look at Roger Federer. Federer has a trainer. He works incredibly hard. I look at him, he looks the same. He doesn't look any slower. I mean, it's amazing to be 30-something years old.
And he has never really, he's had a few injuries over the years, but nothing catastrophic, like a Nadal who's had a bad wrist for ongoing for so many years and a bad knee now, so.
Yes.
Well, throughout the broadcast, we were mentioning about a special offer just for this event alone. Go to pgchallengecup.com and receive a 20% off discount on any Selkirk or Paddletech model. That's any model from those two outstanding manufacturers. Paddles will be shipped directly to you from the manufacturers. That's pgchallengecup.com. 20% off any Selkirk or Paddletech paddle. That's a great deal. Go to pgchallengecup.com. Well, Tereschenko and McGrath holding on to a 12-5 lead here.
12-5-1.
Packed house. They place seats about 300, and I think they have easily filled that.
Second server.
And this has been a great concept developed by Jan David, who's the founder of Pickleball-Global. It's so nice to see these special events, especially in a good sport like pickleball, and showing just the popularity of the sport in this local area. I'm from Arizona. That's a big hotbed for pickleball. Florida is big, but it's really growing so incredibly quick around this country.
Well, you know what? Hey, it's a sport you can play all different ages together. I mean, last year at the Open, I played with Jack Monroe, and he was 12. And, you know, at the time I was 62, and he was the youngest, and I was the oldest in the 19-plus. And we won. He was so thrilled. I mean, I was thrilled. He was the nicest guy. I mean, unbelievable. So there I was playing with a 12-year-old, and he's got me. I mean, he didn't have a partner either. I didn't even know Jack.
12-5-1.
It's like reminiscent of 1977.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Deja vu all over again.
But see, I could never play a tournament with a 12-year-old and win. No. It just wouldn't happen. I'd have to beat Roger Federer.
Well, you also teamed with Gigi Garvin.
Yes,
are you and Gigi going to defend your title?
No, I don't want to go down in the 30s. I said, Gigi, get yourself a young partner.
But you are planning on playing.
Oh, I am.
Oh,
I
good,
am.
good,
I'm playing
good.
in Senior Pro.
Great.
I'm playing with Stephanie Lane in the 50-plus and
14-5-1.
a couple other people that I've never played with. Actually, I've never played with anyone that I'm signed up with.
Well, it's worked for you in the past. It could work for you again.
I know.
Second server.
You know, maybe I rub people the wrong way. But they're all nice.
14,
And
5, 2.
I've seen them on the pickleball channel.
You know, good.
Side up.
I love to watch doubles, women's doubles, men's doubles, mixed doubles. It's incredible.
5-14-1.
The rallies, the strategy, and the volleys. It's so fast.
It is. It's incredibly fast. Just great backhand volley down the middle. Tereschenko with that up 14-5. Here at the Pickleball Global Challenge Cup in Bonita Springs, Florida. We're coming to you live on pickleball.global.
Oof.
Side
We're
up.
visiting with JoAnne Russell, winner of the women's doubles at the 1977
14-5-1.
Wimbledon Championships at the All England Lawn and Tennis Club. Great put away by
beautiful
Kaitlyn
shot.
Christian, yeah.
I mean, the way they
14,
built
5, 2.
in, like, the reason why it's so popular is because, look, you can be a pro like this, but you can play with lots of people, 2.5, 3.0. And you know what? You just go to the park and you can get a game. In tennis, it is so hard to get somebody out to play doubles.
Right.
And you know what? Sorry, I'm not playing singles. No.
15-5-2.
I like doubles. I love mixed.
Point.
I mean, come on. I have a game tomorrow. I called up today. I just called it.
16-5-2.
Hey, you want to play? That's why pickleball is so popular.
Side out.
Is there any worry? I don't know if worry is the right word, but the number of facilities, is there enough to handle the burgeoning number of players that are playing this sport?
Well, every time I look around, somebody is building a new facility. And it's one of the first times that like numbers at your parks, parks and recreation, here in Naples, Florida, they're redoing a couple of the parks because they want to add pickleball courts, and not everything is like East Naples, which is where they have the U.S. Open.
Right.
But
16-5-1.
they want people to be outside. They want people to, come to Naples, and there's plenty of places to play here.
Another great rally.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Second server.
Tereschenko and McGrath holding on to an 11-point lead here.
16-5-2.
16-5. Coming up after this will be a mixed doubles match with Kyle Yates and Tereschenko who will stay on the court, as will Kaitlyn Christian, who will be paired with Tyson McGuffin. That could be another good match.
Oh.
$17-5-2.
How were you at dinking when you first started playing?
Oh, non-existent. But you know what? I'm telling you, you learn the dink game first. Oh, my God. Hey, everybody can hit it hard. I mean, I think the first tournament I played in, I was playing either 3-5 or 4-0 because I had no idea. I'd only played like 2 weeks. And I was playing with a guy who had
Your
2 knee
score is
replacements,
18.
2 hip replacements, and I think he'd had his shoulders done.
Yes.
And he doesn't
18,
move.
5,
He had
2.
great hands. And so I think I hit a lady 10 times. And I just hit it at her. I only knew how to hit it hard. Oh, nice shot. I mean, Tanya has a very unusual grip on her forehand and backhand, but she has
5-18-1.
incredible reflexes.
She does.
Yeah.
Second server.
Are you surprised when some players adopt the two-handed backhand and the two-handed shots?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Simone Jardim lives here, and
Yeah.
she has got the best two hands. And Abby David has a fantastic two-hand. Christine-McCgrath.
That's tough to handle. Nice shot by Kaitlyn Christian. They're hanging around. It's 18-6.
And you know what I always think? If it's comfortable
6-18-2.
and you can use it, do it. Why change? Like I
Right
said,
out.
hey, why change? It works in tennis. It works in pickleball. But boy, you have to be good. I mean, not every
18-6-1.
backhand. You better have a little quickness on there.
Right. No, that just catches the sideline.
Ooh, nice shot.
Great get.
Oh,
Just sails long. It's going to be side out. 19-6, McGrath serving, just 2 points away from the
19-6-1.
win. They played at 21, win by 2. Tremendous reaction by
unbelievable.
Tereschenko, yeah.
I just love that.
Yeah. Well, we're at game point right now. Irina-Tereschenko, Christine-McGrath
26-1.
up against Kaitlyn Christian and Tonja-Major, 26.
Second server.
They saved
Good
one game
save.
point.
Good save.
So
20,
with
6-2.
the U.S. Open coming up, will you start training any harder than what you've been doing, or you feel like you're ready for the action right now?
You know what? I try not to get out of shape
Try it
because, you know, I'm a lot older than these girls here. I mean, hey, if you're older, you better do something every day.
Good for you.
Yeah, because there's no catching up. These guys, they could catch up in 3 days.
Right.
I mean, ooh,
Yeah, that looked wide,
yeah, it did look out.
but there was no call from the ref.
No, yeah, it was out.
Out.
Oh, okay, got
Yeah,
help from
that
the
was
audience.
nice. Yeah, but come on.
She asked. Point.
Got to get some Johnny Mac cams.
7-21.
Get the lines covered. That goes long again.
Just
Second
out.
server.
Good idea, but not enough court. Pickleball court 20 feet by 44 feet in length.
7-22.
And I don't know if many people realize this. You can put 4 pickleball courts on a regulation tennis court. Oh,
Ooh.
Right out.
and we
I
have
think that would be a bit tight with 4.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you use the net as a blocker, you
27-1.
could put 2 fantastic pickleball courts. I take that in a heartbeat.
Second server.
all right. Game point again. Tereschenko now.
27-2.
Ball is on her paddle. And that's
Point.
going to do it.
Game.
Irina-Tereschenko, Christine-mcgrath, 21-7 over Tonja-Major and Kaitlyn Christian. JoAnne Russell, thanks so much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure chatting with
Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
Welcome to Tennis and Pickleball US, your family-owned tennis and pickleball superstore. We offer a wide variety of tennis and pickleball goods, including tennis rackets, paddles, apparel, and equipment. Come see us in beautiful Bonita Springs, Florida.
Okay, congratulations to both of you. And I've heard this is a big win for Paddletech, too.
Yes, we definitely needed to get on the board. I think the crowd has been supporting us the whole event, and it was very nice to get them into the match, and it helped us a lot.
Well, I see you high-fiving everybody after the match, and your partner's pretty popular there. She gets the crowd going.
She does. She's really exciting.
Well, I want to know, what was your strategy going into this match?
Just knowing Tanya and her strength on the back end, just trying to shift her a little bit out of her comfort zone and play around, use the middle.
And Kaitlyn is pretty new to pickleball. She hasn't played all that much. But how's that when you play somebody new?
Well, she's pretty strong already for being new. She's got a really good court sense. So, really, we just wanted to stick to our own strategy and play the middle and not hit to their strengths.
Well, usually the middle is a place where not too many people go, especially, say, if you're playing Simone, where she has that two-handed backhand, or Abby David in the middle.
Well, that's why different teams play different styles, and something that can work against one team might be a little bit more successful for us against another team. So we had to play around, and Tanya was very successful in her mixed match, and we really needed to take that rhythm away from her.
Oh, fantastic. And one more question. Are you guys do you guys play together at all, or are you going to play at the U.S. Open?
We are not together for U.S. Open, but we have played together in a few and probably some other tournaments in the future.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and congratulations again.